Oh, I did hit it. Anyway, is this thing on? Let me see. Let me check 1, 2, thrizzle for Rizzo. You know what I mean? Hey man, definitely want to give a shout out to everybody around the world, around the way, doing your thing, how we do it. You know what I'm saying? This is the Eminem CHOC-LIT radio show with the Eminem motherfucking Mystic Maestro and shit. I mean, you know what it is. You know who it is. And if you know that, you know that. You know what it is. We're going to keep it grooving always as we do. Just going to actually really kind of, talk to you from the mystic perspective, on tonight's version of the Eminem CHOC-LIT radio show. Of course, we definitely got to put you in the mood with a few grooves that, make you do what you do out here in the streaming world and the virtual world and the radio world and the broadcasting media world, the content creation world, a little bit on all of that for real. So I just want y'all to pay attention to what's going on around you. And for those of you that know me, you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that don't, listen, get your passport if you know what time it is. Get your passport and quit playing around. For real. I ain't gonna say it no more. Screaming that I told you so when the judgment come like a flaming star through the sky. And you know that I don't play when it come to, legacy and future and vision. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm giving it to you raw just like that, make sure you get it right. Take notes if you need to. We're gonna get this work. You gonna get this work for real. So we're gonna make this happen right here, man. Just a little bit behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? In the studio, LaVeonz Lounge, you know what I'm saying? Hey, just take a look around. It's a little bit like that. Just a little bit. Just look around a little bit. We live right here. We do it all day, every day. But anyway, I'm gonna straighten that back out. Get you back in the centerpiece. I don't know what happened just then, but we're gonna get it back. In controls behind the scenes, man, we raw with it, you know what I'm saying? 99.9% of the time, we keep it raw. For real. So, just want to let you know how we doing it, man. Appreciate you for listening in and being a fan, a friend. Please always, always be a dear friend. It's nothing better than the person who presents themselves as a friend, for real. So we're going to straighten out this camera and keep it moving, for real. Or maybe it did all right. I was kind of swinging it around on the freestyles tip. So listen, man, we appreciate y'all for listening in, and make sure you continue to do so. And we're going to get this in. What I got in store for you, independent artists always, I wish I had a lighter, so I can fire it up. Oh yeah. Anyway, man, we're gonna get into this right here, man. Kind of a it's not an old school, but it's old school. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna hype it up just a little bit, just get the juices flowing, for the 2025 and on and on. So make sure you tell a friend to chime in. We got you right here, man, on the station that keeps it raw, WKIR, man. I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, So make sure you tell a friend. We stay scheming out here, man, for real. So make sure you got it on the station that keep it just that way, for real. So let's get it, man. You hear me? I was talking about or thinking about just the situation that happened in Texas, right around July 4th. That was sort of crazy. Peace and blessings and condolences to the families that suffered losses, and I appreciate you for, uh, just keeping your prayers going and keeping your minds focused on your surroundings and making sure that you are able to, continue to move forward with your family, continue to feed your legacies. We trying to stay free out here, for real, for real. I mean, if I can just get real for a moment, we trying to stay free out here. So without a shadow of a doubt, we need to keep the energy up. We need to get the prayers up. We need to make sure that, our family and friends are safe in places where they are. The unfortunate, tragic deaths of those people who were camping for sure out in the wilderness of Texas. Man, it's a terrible loss, and again, respect and peace and condolences to those families who lost loved ones, especially the children. Now, I just don't want people who don't believe in the higher power, whatever, to question, oh, why would, let this happen, and why, you see what I mean? Children were, listen, things happen. You could go into a whole conspiracy about it if you wanted to, but don't get caught up into the mind strings of society who has frivolous opinions about everything, especially when it comes to higher powers. Now, the thing about what we do know about the facts are, the truth is that, they had ample warning from what I gather. They did have ample warning to be able to, I would say that they were given fair warning. There was a situation where there was no way to, I mean, come on. There was no way to, they didn't have a way to forewarn the people. Forewarned is forearmed, for real. Every time. Forewarned is forearmed. Remember that. And, I was supposed to get to some music, but I just wanted to say that, if you have the ability to forewarn someone, you are actually arming them to be ready for a situation that may happen. And if it's true that there were several beads of information that said that this thing could possibly happen, and please listen to your local authorities, then it is incumbent upon the local authorities to actually give the warning, the forewarning, so that people can be forearmed, and then they can move forward. It makes sense. So, again, condolences to the families, but we want to make sure that our local authorities are doing the just thing, doing the right thing, the common sense thing, that if they had, some type of alarm system, some type of something that could say, hey, there's a flood about to happen. This thing happened in the middle of the night. People were sleeping. And I was just in Tennessee not too long ago, and for a festival, most of you may know of the Bonnaroo Festival. Well, that was canceled because of rain, but let me tell you what I saw. The rain came fast. Our tent got flooded. Almost because of the wind and water, almost got swept away. And all of the things, all of our belongings, food, and all kind of stuff could have just got damaged. And just, man, ugly situation. Could have been real worse than what it was. However, we did see people diving into pools of water. I'm saying from the rain. Just, it was grass, dry grass there. I mean, grass was, thick, tall, maybe a good 4 inches, 6 inches, maybe. Let's just say 4 inches. Grass was 4 inches. Just itself, the grass was 4 inches tall. And when it rained, people, I saw it with my own eyes, guys were running and diving into water, pools of water, and stroking, swimming, like going across. I was like, yo, is that much water on the ground right now? That much water on the ground right now? One guy was walking in front of us. He was walking in front of us and then just sank. Where'd he go? He was right in front of us and he just sank. And, apparently it was like a sinkhole or a dip or something. And he was covered up to here in water. And it was a trip because I was like, wow, is it that much water out here? Did it rain that hard? It rained that hard, that fast. So, and this was a minor thing. Okay, I'm going to get to music. I just had to, kind of share that one right there. And so the seriousness of how the effects of water are really rapid, really dangerous, water signs can relate. We definitely can. So with that being said, man, I wanted to again, peace and blessings to the families, condolences to all of those who lost loved ones who were swept away by raging waters. And we definitely want to, make sure we remember our surroundings and make sure that we hold our local authorities accountable for making sure that we are forearmed for what may happen at any moment's notice. For real. And that's just, what's on my heart to say. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me on that soapbox. But is it a soapbox really? Or am I, saying some things that, may slap some people awake? I don't know. Let's do it. That's what we're here for. I'm here for it. For real. Yeah, I'm here for it. So, whatever you think, whatever you do, whatever you want to play, what game you want to play. Don't play no games with me. I'm not playing. You know what I mean? Listen, call in 470-207-5450. Again, that number's 407. Why your mouth open, dude? Why your mouth open like that? What are you doing? Don't worry. Close your mouth. Close it. Alright, anyway. Just having some fun over here, man. Appreciate you for looking and listening and being a total friend, if you know what I mean. For real. There he is again. Come on. What are you doing? You gonna close your mouth up there, guy? Come on, man. Just close your mouth up there. What are you doing? Anyway. Just some behind the scenes action for you on the station that keeps it raw, WKIR, inside the LaVeonz Lounge, sliding it over there to the left, sliding it over there to the right. Appreciate you, man. Oh, what's going on right here? Let's go with this. Yeah, man. Make sure you check us out, man. July 26th, right here, LaVeonz Lounge. It's the best kept secret, for real, for real. Uh, what we got going right here? You acting like you don't want to do the little thing. Okay, I tell you what, we'll just do away with you, and we'll do this right here. We'll be back after these small few messages. uh, Ain't no messages. We want to let you know that July 26th, LaVeonz Lounge doing it again, the 7th edition. 7th edition of LyvLips Open Mic Jam Session. Bring your instrument out. If you are a musician, bring your instrument. And I mean, if you got a speaker to plug up into, if you want to do that, let's do it. You hear me? Got you right here on the station that keeps it definitely raw. And inside of LaVeonz Lounge, we will be broadcasting live. For real, for real. So, I know you waiting on some music. Me too. And that's just the thing about what happens when you're live. You're all the way live. For real, for real. So, yeah, I was trying that one. It didn't want to work for me. I didn't want to use that one. So, it is incumbent upon me to find this one right here and say, Open Says Me. No, it ain't. How is it already running? Okay, you see what I'm saying? Definitely want to. All right, there we go. Well, okay. Let's see what we got right here. Da da da, da da da, roar. Let's see. Give me the year you want to listen to. What year you want? 2000 and what? You want 60s? You want 70s? You want 80s? You want 90s? You want 2000s? 2010? Let's go to that. Nah, let's go to the 90s. Alright. Let's go to the 90s, right? And do something like this. Are we in there? Okay. We'll go there. Maybe not. This is the thing that, when you go live and you don't have your matches, you thought you had a lighter, and you don't. This is what happens when you don't use the 5 P's. Kool-Aid. Alright, so USB device ain't connected to nothing. It usually helps if your USB device is connected to something. Now this is where we can use the snowball. Snowball. Blue snowball. There we go. Alright, and so now we got the headphones. We got the headphones connected. The USB device. Headphones, USB. and then we apply it, right? Come on and apply. You don't want to apply, do you? You trying not to apply? Why you not trying? Why you not? That I'm saying. And why? I just heard something click. So we're going to try it again. The USB and the USB device. And apply. Applicable, apply. The apply ain't working. You see what I'm saying? That's why you go and you all. I heard something click that time to supply. Can we apply it? It won't apply. Don't understand why I won't apply, but you know, I am not going to worry about it. Not today. Check. 1, 2. You heard that? Alrighty then. Alrighty then. We're going to keep it going. NT way. Can you rock the boat? Let's see if you can rock the boat. For real, for real. On the station that keeps it raw. WKIR. Let's go. Yes, sir. Right here on the station that keeps it raw, man. WKIR. It's the Mystic Maestro, doing what I do. You know, loving what I do, man. You gotta love what you do. You gotta love what you do. Ain't no sense in doing it if you don't love it, because you ain't gonna do it right. You're just not gonna do it right. So quit playing with yourself and find what you love, what you're good at, and do that. You know what I'm saying? Do that thing that you love, and even if you're not good at it, continue to practice and get good at it. Practice makes perfect. That ain't no lie. That ain't no joke. That's not a colloquialism. I know I almost said colloquialism, but it's not. So listen to what is being said to you right here inside the station that keeps it raw, WKIR. We keep it raw 99.9% of the time. Ain't nobody lying, man. We right here with you. For real. We been here. Y'all ain't never there. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere. Y'all ain't never there. So catch up, man. Catch the strain. You know how it is. We going viral since day whizzle. For real, shizzle. So, listen, man. Keep floating. Take it higher. Take it higher. Keep it steady right in the middle. And next you know, you're flowing. I'm telling you real facts. Truth beyond facts. Really though. And we're going to get into some more of that. You know what I mean? On this right here, it's the new WKIR 99.9 radio. Yep. Always been keeping it raw, man. Since day one. If you know us, you know us, man. So don't play with yourself. We here to give you life. And life more abundantly. For real. If you know what I'm saying, go ahead and tap yourself on the shoulder and say, listen, we here to live life more abundantly. And if you feel what I feel, then you know how we build infinitely. This ain't no Jay-Z shit. Don't get it twisted. It's called pyramid or paradigm. It's called parapsychology, paraphernalia. I mean, it's all in the shape and form that's actually a vibration. You know, y'all want to call people crazy, but some people be knowing what they're talking about when they say things. They say it in such a way that you might not get it. But if you have different shapes and forms and you combine them in a harmonic way, you can create waves and frequencies. You can create music. You can create, again, waves and frequencies and radiation. So stop with the Oxford this, the platitude that, come on, man. We have geniuses amongst us. And if you have to